I'm telling you, he wasn't wearing socks. You heard right. No socks. I slammed my fist on the table, and the guys in the bar started looking at me like I just declared war on all the sock factories in the world. But let's take it step by step. In fact, this story is not about socks. Well, not just about socks. Your hands, Alex, they come from the same place. Helen, my now ex-wife, once said, "Oh, they're in the right place, all right. Just not for wrenches, but for business." I shot back, always with a grin, but underneath hiding my annoyance behind a veil of sarcasm. Helen didn't exactly love working. Fine, I thought, but at least the house was always in order. Cozy candles, vanilla scents wafting around, and clean shirts in the closet. Everything was just so. We'd been together nearly a decade, no kids. We couldn't make it work, but we had everything else. The country house, trips to Europe, fancy dinners, warm nights under blankets, and our fat cat Whiskers who looked like a mini fridge on 4 legs. It was kind of like life for people, you know? Even the breakdowns in the house were on a regular schedule. But then I started noticing something odd. "Have you noticed how everything here keeps breaking down?" I asked Helen one evening. "Oh, Alex, stuff gets old, just like us." "Yeah, sure, but not this old. In just this month, the faucet's busted. The locker handle came off. The switch stopped working. A tile cracked. And even the toilet's leaning like some old guy on a cane. It's not just bad luck. It's like we've got a poltergeist." Helen giggled, that sweet little laugh of hers. "It's just bad luck, that's all." Sure, it would have been fine if it wasn't always the same guy fixing it. And every time Helen was over the moon, baking pies, cooking something, playing music. And even the cat Whiskers started purring like he'd just been given a lifetime supply of tuna. As for me, well, I'd be at work, wrapped up in a project so big it could have crushed me. 3 hours of sleep, eating in the car, talking to clients on autopilot. Honestly, the house barely crossed my mind. But then that day happened. It was Friday, and there was a lot of work. But I pulled myself together and finished everything by lunch. I thought, why not surprise Helen and give yourself a little break? So, I took a bottle of wine, some cheese, and a French baguette. I decided that I would come, open the wine, and if I felt uncomfortable, would just say, "Hey, let's go to a restaurant. Get dressed, baby, I love you." Like that. I get to the door, ring the bell, silence. I ring again, still silence. I'm about to unlock it when, click. The door opens just a crack, and there she is, eyes wide like a cartoon doe, hair messily piled up, and her apron's inside out. "Alex, what are you doing here so early?" "Just thought I'd surprise you. Bought us some treats. Why don't you let me in?" "Oh, I broke the plate and I was cleaning up the glass." And the look on her face, like something out of a cheap soap opera. She's just been told she's got to play the part of the woman who's just been caught red-handed. Anyway, I step inside and there he is, some guy around 35, wearing a tight t-shirt, arms like tree trunks, sitting at my kitchen table sipping coffee from my favorite mug. "This is Anthony," Helen said, kind of swallowing her words. "The plumber. I call him sometimes. You know, he fixed the faucet and drinks coffee." "Hey," he says, his voice like nails on a chalkboard. I just nod, turn around, and head for the bedroom, not saying a word. And that's when I spot it. The bed. The bedspread, usually tucked in like a soldier's uniform, was now thrown haphazardly across the mattress. And there, next to it, were the socks. Men's black socks. And I can tell right away those aren't mine. And that's when something clicked inside me. I stepped into the kitchen and froze. There he was, striding confidently toward the door, each step on the parquet floor echoing like a stage performance. And then it hit me. He's not wearing socks. Wait a second. Why am I staring at his feet? He's got his sneakers in hand, his bare heels practically glued to the floor, and those socks left for the bedroom, I guess. "I'm sorry, do you always fix faucets without socks?" I asked. And I couldn't believe the words coming out of my own mouth. He flinched like he'd just been zapped by a live wire. "What socks?" I said, nodding toward the bedroom. There, on my bed." Helen was standing behind him, and for the first time in 10 years, she looked completely lost for words. Her face went red, and her lips trembled. I stepped forward, pushed the door open. "Get out! Wait, this is a misunderstanding." "You forgot your socks!" I blurted out in response. throwing my socks at his chest. And with that, I slammed the door. The quiet pressed in on the walls, thick and heavy, like even the furniture was holding its breath. 5 minutes passed, maybe more. Time didn't tick, it stalled. And then, like a glass shattering on tile, Helen exploded. "This is all because of you," she yelled. "You! You're no man. You can't do a damn thing on your own. You throw money at everything. Hire someone for every little task. You can't even hang a picture. I'm done. I'm sick of being a wallet with legs. Do you want a partner or a personal maintenance crew?" We didn't exchange another word after that. What came next wasn't silence. It was something thicker, heavier, like breathing through wet concrete. A month later, I signed the papers. No big scene, no fireworks, just exhaustion. Worn thin by betrayal. By that constant scraping inside, like sandpaper grinding away at whatever was left of my spirit. And I kept telling myself, it's just a phase. It'll fade. It doesn't fade. Later, word got around that she tried making it work with Anthony. But it fizzled out. He could tighten a pipe, but not his finances. Helen had grown used to a life that didn't run on duct tape and discount sealant. PVC and plumber's putty don't buy weekend getaways or pay for scented candles and imported wine. So where am I now? Alone, yeah, but not lost. I've found something else. Not happiness, not yet, but a kind of peace. The kind that feels like snowfall at midnight. Still, cold, honest. People say they want a real man around the house. But what does that even mean? The one who can swing a hammer? Or the one who can say, "I'm sorry"? The one who pays the bills? Or the one who keeps his promises? Or is the real trick being all of it, all at once, no matter the cost? Cheating Secrets podcasts like me.